Well, hey y'all, today I'm going to show you how I make my corned beef. And I make it differently every year. This year I have a great idea, and we'll get to that in just a minute. Now this is just a corned beef that I picked up at the store, and I've been soaking it in water and I've been rinsing it. Now the longer you soak it, the more salt you're going to pull out of this. So at least I try to soak it about 4 hours at least, and I change the water. And one thing I do whenever I'm washing meat, I don't want it run it under the sink. I get a bowl of water, I put the meat in there, and then I'll take it out and put it in another bowl of water. That way the water from the faucet is not splashing it. This is a big old boy right here. So this brisket has been soaking quite a while. Well, I'm just gonna have to get my hands in it, y'all. My hands clean. Okay, there is one side of this brisket, this corned beef, has a fat layer, and the other side doesn't. Now, what I like to do, and other people may do differently, but I put the fat side down, so it's on the bottom of the crock pot. And yes, we're going to use a slow cooker for this. I put that on the bottom there, so it protects the meat from the heat that's coming up. Okay, now let me show you what I'm going to try this year, because since I'm gluten-free, I can't have beer, and I have never found a gluten-free beer that didn't taste like ditch water. And if beer or wine is not good enough to drink on its own, it's not good enough to cook with. But guess what? I decided that I was going to try this. So the thing about beer, it has a real yeasty taste and a real a good body taste. So I've just got some water here, warm water, and I put a great big old tablespoon of this beef base. This doesn't have MSG or anything in it. And then I thought, yeasty taste. Okay. So I put 2 heaping teaspoons of some yeast in it. And this is just an active dry yeast. And actually, it's expired, but it's going to be fine for this. And so I'm just let it sit here and dissolve. And so I'm going to take my little packet that does come in the corned beef package when you buy it. This already smells wonderful, y'all. And we're just going to put this on top. There we go. And then we're going to add our beef broth mixture. Woo! Excuse me, y'all. That spice has got me. And I'm going to cover this. So we'll see how, excuse me, how much of this we're going to use. There we go. I'm going to get a drink of water. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry. I'm about to choke to death. Okay. Spices hit me in the back of the throat every time. So I've got some bay leaves. I'm going to put one of these in here. And I have used a cup of red wine, and we're out, and so I'm not going to use that. But if you have some red wine, pour a cup of it in there. It'll give it some more good flavor. Okay. Now, I'm going to cook this on low for 8 hours, and then I'm going to come back and cut up these red potatoes and put in there before this is done. And I'm actually cooking this in the garage, y'all, because it will keep all the smells out of the house. It's hard to sleep at night whenever that little cartoon smell is coming and tickling your nose. You see Bugs Bunny when that happens to him. All right, here we go. I'm going to put this in the garage, and I'm going to turn it on low, and I'll see y'all back in 8 hours. Or a little bit more, maybe. So I'll see you back in a little bit. Well, this corned beef cooked in the garage in the crock pot overnight on low. And I took it out about 10 minutes ago, and I just put it on my board to let it rest and chillax. And I pulled out my potatoes. I put those in. I got up about 4 this morning and put those in. Now, if you don't want to get up in the middle of the night and do this kind of crazy stuff, you can take the broth that comes off of whatever meat you're cooking, put that into a saucepan, throw your potatoes and carrots, which you see I don't have carrots or onions. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Today's a don't day. But just put that in a saucepan, throw your veg over in that, and bring it to a boil and cook it till it's done. No big whoop. Okay, so I'm just going to take the fat. Let's see here. See if I can get this. Get my fork over here. I'm going to take some of this fat and just scrape it off. And this is the part that was on the top of our corned beef. And I'll tell y'all, I found this corned beef. I went to that big store, and I priced it there. And then I went to Aldi and priced it, and it was $1 cheaper a pound at Aldi. So follow the money. The price did the talking on this. So this is just that bottom side. I'm just gonna pull all of this fat off of here. Okay, that's all of it. Okay, now I am gonna slice this on the diagonal, and let me show you what that means. See how the threads of the muscle are going this way? I'm gonna slice it this way. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be so good. It's gonna make the best sandwiches. Put this and some of that broth over some good old potatoes. That'll be delicious. Make corned beef and hash. Oh my goodness, look how tender that is. That is just falling apart. So let's just get us a little bite right here. Now, I wonder how this is going to be since we didn't use a beer in it. We used the broth and the yeast. So let's see what we think. Y'all, that is awesome. That is delicious. We're onto something. Now, I don't know if that broth and yeast recipe, concoction we did would make a good beer bread. We probably need to practice on that, see if we can do a gluten-free. Anyway, here we go. Easy peasy corned beef in the crock pot. And if y'all have not clicked the follow button, please do. And if you're on YouTube, please follow me on YouTube and send your friends and follow me on Facebook and the YouTube. Can I say YouTube one more time? Anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day and be safe out there. Bye, y'all.